Alright, welcome back everyone. Let's get logged into our Thea the Awakening run. This time playing as Zorya. Again, I will be doing my self-imposed realism rule, which, for those of you unfamiliar, means that I cannot research a resource until I have actually discovered it in the world. I find that this makes the game a lot more interesting and challenging for me, so this is kind of my preferred way to play it anymore. So with that, let's get caught up on where we left off yesterday. We got a lot of trash gear in our village. Guess we can do a quick check to make sure if any of it's worth equipping. What we got? 8-6. So nothing for him. I think these baskets are going to be saved for our expedition when they return. Yeah, we don't have anything for him either. So, no real upgrades out of all this. That's okay. As far as our crafting goes, we are making some weak spears just to get some research points going on. I believe we have 5 cabbage fields, yeah, and a pasture. And then our main group has been collecting spider silk. And they only have one more turn and then we need to bring them home before they starve. So let's go ahead and do that and get started. Alright, breaking camp, heading home. Looks like we got some skeletons attacking us. Should be no problem. Alright, we got our spears. That's going to be 6, 10, 22. Yeah, let's go ahead and just poke it. And then we can confuse this one. That one comes out confused, so we'll just send our hammers out, and this should be nice and easy. Do not need that shield. This armor is pretty damn good. It's a lot lighter than the wooden armor that we're normally getting, and it's a little bit more in its stats, so we will definitely make use of that. And we don't need that club though. Alright, one of my warriors is going to take this. Looks like he's the candidate. And then we'll just kind of have a trickle effect with the armor for whoever needs it and can equip it, because I think that's too heavy for her. And it's no different for him. Although I could switch it, and then that's within her weight limit. Perfect. Alright, let's drop all this miscellaneous stuff off and resupply. And our crafters have been idle for a single turn because I didn't want to start anything up until we had this spider silk. Because now we can create a bunch of baskets. Let's get the Bigos. And I think now is a good time actually to research the Nimblewood and go collect it, since it's right next to our village, and that'll give us the best baskets overall. What else? What else? We still need a little bit more food. 7 people for 30 days, looking at 210. We'll just use vegetables for now. Kind of stock up on some more bigos. Alright, that nimblewood was right here, so let's research that. And now that I'm approaching endgame things, at least as far as baskets go, this means it's a good time to research the smithy and get one created so that we have a chance at good quality gear. So that's actually going to be my first priority, is getting one of those up and running. Let's see, we do not have enough regular wood. It said we had the material, so the question is how? Like that, and then wood. Not a very good one, but like I said, the focus is getting us that chance at good quality gear, so that'll work. And then once that's done, we'll start making the baskets. We can queue up a single one for now, but we won't begin working on it yet until that smithy's done. Let's see, let's go here. The reason being is we have a chance of collecting coal with the nimblewood. And we're going to need coal as well as we continue crafting things. I don't think anyone else has base... Oh, our medic does. No, that's from a basket. Oh, well, might as well give her the upgrade, and Dobby can have that. Alright, make camp, gather. The nimblewood is our focus. There we go, one bunch every single turn. And we'll be able to collect 2 bunches of coal in our time here. So a lot of skipping turns begins now.
Some traders approach your village and ask for refuge to rest and trade. They are a very large group and seem well armed. They also include some goblin boar riders and rugged-looking warriors.
Yeah, we definitely cannot do a 5-skull fight to kill them.
You let the traders rest in your village and you trade small trinkets with each other. They also leave a token gift in thanks.
Nimblewood at turn 74 is very nice. It is, especially following that rule I have, having to discover it first before I can research it. That makes it an amazing find, really. And the fact that it's a day's journey from the village, super lucky. They gave me a bad quality necklace, but it does have armor, so it has use for me. That's gonna go on... Who's my weakest warrior? You are. Oh yeah, I forgot. We got heavily poisoned at the end of our day yesterday. Okay, so we need to take care of that right now. Is it everyone? It is. Alright, we're gonna take a small risk. We need to take some food and wood with us. It's a risk because this is really the only lose condition, is if your village gets attacked when nobody's there to defend it. Actually, I don't want to take the bigos. Let's take just vegetables. 200 worth. Ooh. You know what? We're gonna have to skip gathering the nimblewood for now. We need to protect our village while they go to the herbalist hut. Oh crap. Wasn't paying attention to the path. Alright, let's kill the undead. do need to be careful because we are wounded already. So I'm going to counter tactic and then confuse both of these things. Alright. I need 34 to kill this one, and then holy Jesus, that damage. Not good. So he has to go out first just to absorb that attack. That's 22. We need to do 12 more to kill him. We don't need the sword or the axe, but that's a good ranged bow. And that now means we cannot make it to the herbalist hut. So instead I'm going to go back and just defend the village for a turn. Just in case.
You find the solitary hut of the herbalist. It is a small wooden abode with a straw roof and smoke coming out of the chimney. There is a distinct smell of herbs and medicines in the air. An elderly lady walks out from the house to greet you.
Welcome, travellers. What brings you to my home?
Please cure our poison.
Yes, indeed I can, but I haven't survived as long as I have by running a charity. If you wish to be healed, you will do me a favour. Beware, for healing wounds I require food and wood as payment, as well as a favour. But I am warning you, even if you fail the favour, I still take the goods. Poisons are cheaper, I only require a favour. So, do you need to be cleansed of a poison or wounds?
So technically we need to be cleansed of both. But I don't think this party of 6 is going to be able to handle a 3 skull challenge. So we'll just do it one at a time, starting with the poison.
I will cleanse your blood from the venom that infects it, but I need a favour. You see, I play this game with my friend. It is a tactical game. We both have an army made of wooden models, and we built this mock-up map. And well, our armies fight against each other. But you see, I had a bit too much herbal medicine and cannot think straight. I will get myself sober and you play the game. If you win, I'll give you the cure. If you lose, well, you know, I won't. Deal?
So essentially we're playing chess because she got high. Alright. Tactical challenges we are not that great at, but we should manage, he says with all confidence. I guess we will start with our highest damager. He's gonna do 6 damage. I could support him heavily to do 18, which would kill this thing, and then he'd definitely die. But it would be a 1-for-1 trade. And you can't really complain about that. Alright, so since this one will die, we only have 7 damage coming at us, which means we could shield him, and then on the second turn he could also get some decent damage on this one. I think that's going to be the play. Unfortunately, that's all the damage we have coming out from us. Oh, he survived. So that was a very good trade for us, 1-for-1. We get to go again. We do have a first action. We just don't have a whole lot of damage to go with it. So it's going to be 2. He can get the kill when we first action him, so that's a good play. And we'll send her out. Give her a shield. First action him. Okay, again a 1-for-1 trade. If we keep doing that, we win. see. First action again. He is our best damager. So send her out. If she takes the hit, she dies. But like I said, he does the most damage, so I kind of want to shield him. And then first action him. Kind of knew that was coming. Still a 1-for-1 trade. That's the best we can hope for at this point. And now we should have this, because her shield can handle that attack. And that kills it. We're good.
Well done. You did your part, so I will do mine. Here, take this. Drink it whole and try not to gag. Now, time for me to get back to work. Come back if you ever need help again.
Thank you. And then, how wounded are we? 5. Ooh, yeah. We would definitely appreciate the heal wounds as well.
You find the solitary hut of the...
Yes, indeed I can. Healing wounds is a hard task and costs a lot in resources, you know. You must give me some food and wood for my trouble first.
A
Then
sneak
you'll
challenge.
Sneak up to that wolf nest yonder and steal me a wolf cub. Be careful. If you fail, the wolf mama won't be happy. If you do both, I will heal all your wounds and give you a poultice that will keep you healthy for a time.
We have 2 people that can do any sort of damage in a sneak challenge. Our crafter is pretty good with 8 damage, and then her with 2, and then everyone else does nothing. We might just have to deal with the wounds. No deal. Alright, let's stand on the village to protect it. And then now we can head back out for the Nimblewood.
As you make your way through the terrain, your herbalist spots an
Nice.
area where you can harvest some good herbs. They grow inside a hollowed tree, but beware, there seems to be a lot of spider webs surrounding the place. These webs look thicker than I like. We best be quick about our business here, exclaims one of your men. Your herbalist carefully picks the right herbs, while the rest of the men keep a wary eye out for trouble. You already picked some of the herbs, but you notice that there is a larger patch further down the path. However, that area has a sticky white blanket of webs thrown all over it.
So since our extra option actually tells us that it's the Spider Queen and we can surprise it, I'm going to do the fight.
Your party sneaks up on the spider nest. The area is thick with spider webs, and there is a stench of decomposing meat in the air. It is hard to make out exactly how many giant spiders huddle in the nest, but the party is faced with a pit full of hairy, round spider bodies, an array of long twisted legs, and tens of red eyes glowing right at them. Leaving the beasts no time to rally, the team strikes.
Alright, the only concern is the Spider Queen. And we should be strong enough for this by now. Okay, there's the Queen. It sucks that she came out first. I cannot first action anybody, but I can confuse her, and that's going to be the play. Let's see, then I do a poke for 4, and then she'll deal 22, yeah. So over the course of 2 turns, she'll kill the Spider Queen. Or they can first action that. Damn it. That's okay, it's only 1 damage right now. Let's get rid of one of their offensive cards. Let's get rid of one of their first action cards. Then... Warrior, hammer, and the hammer will help with the Queen. Perfect. She'll take minor wounds, but those are okay. She can heal those in a night.
After a tough fight, you finally clear the area of those nasty spiders. Within their lair, you discover some more herbs as well as bodies of fallen men and women who were clearly not as lucky as you. You search the area for any usable loot.
So I did make a small mistake in that before I left the village, I could have dropped off that little bit of nimblewood I collected. I am only 1 spot away. Yeah, let's go back. This way we can focus on crafting a few baskets before we return. We definitely don't need that many herbs either. 35 will handle the sun event. And then bring this party back. Alright, now we have to put them all to work again. Food, wood. You two were making the bigos. And you were constructing the smithy. Nope, never mind. You were constructing the smithy. You were making bigos. There we go. And then I can make quite a few of those. Crisis averted. And somebody joined us. A warrior. Nice. Below average strength. Average health. We got some sort of gear. Looks like a 9 damage weapon. That's not bad. What does he bring with him? Yeah, that's a pretty good two-handed sword right there. A decent shield to start with too. We do have a gathering bracelet. Is that going to be useful right now? We could gather more wood with him if he equips it. Alright, let's get back here and continue gathering. We will be able to gather 2 bunches of coal and 18 bunches of nimblewood in our time here. That's a pretty good haul. Who did we... we didn't put the new person to work. Now she'll make the baskets. You can help with the bigos. Actually, now that you actually have crafting from the smithy, let's get it to where we do it 1 every turn. Alright, some blood bee, or a blood bee, and some crazed bees. Definitely want to do this myself. Our spear user is in our tactical hand. I think I'd rather just counter with her. And then wait for the rest to come out. Okay. We have no hammer damage, which would be useful in this fight, but that's alright. Let's go ahead and... ooh, we can first action somebody. Guarantee that kill on this thing before it ever gets to attack. Let's do that. And then we'll stop this one's attack at least. These two will be 6, 9, 10 damage, so it doesn't matter who they hit, the shields will absorb it. And they had kind of overly heavy medium armor. But maybe one of our warriors will make use of it. Another spider queen. Maybe we'll get some more silk. And there she is. Let's see if I poke now. It's going to be 6, 18. This will get doubled, so 24. 1 damage shy, which... it's kind of pointless to do the support 1. I think I'll just do a double poke. So get closer and poke. Ah, that first action every time. Alright, so now I need to be smart and just confuse her. Send out a hammer. So again, we're going to take a few wounds, but that's alright. Actually, no we won't. I can confuse it. We'll Okay, no change, but at least now she won't get hit twice. Okay, we can manage those wounds. We did get our silk and another ranged weapon, as well as an armor ring. Who's gonna get this? Which of my warriors is the weakest? You are. So armor, and then Dobby, have a bow, crossbow. We also got a decent crossbow over here, and a bad quality basket. Very unfortunate. Are you strong enough? Yes, you are. Spores or warp snakes? Warp snakes, that's an auto resolve. Alright, we finished what baskets we can make of the nimblewood right now. I don't think we can make a better tool yet. Yeah, no. That's alright. What do we have in abundance? That's the question to ask every time. Looks like bone is our abundance material. So what can we make out of bone? Bone and iron is an option. That would give us a single research point. Not very useful. What about pikes? We could do bone here. Do that and that. 0 points. Oh, that's worth 12, and it's a decent spear. We have the materials to make 4 of them. Sure. And then you guys can keep making the bigos. And we have somebody else joining us, a hunter. Perfect. He will be joining my expedition crew to give us the hunting choice. He's not bad. The 5 traps is the nice thing. Can he make it to us in one go? It's dangerous to send somebody out like this. And no, so he's just gonna sit tight. There's too many odds of having a random event with just one character if we send him out alone. Can we gear you up? Oh, you definitely need a better weapon than that. We have a poison spear for you. And some... Nope, that's way too heavy. Well, and a basket for you.
Thea is not an easy place to grow up in, but alas, grow up we must. One of your children has matured into a young adult and is ready to join your village and rebuild Thea.
So technically I should replace that crafter that died yesterday. That way we have more of the options in certain events. I guess I'll do that.
Becoming an adult is an important rite of passage.
We got
The whole
Tubby.
village celebrates this joyous occasion. The youngster places a food offering at the altars of their gods, in thanks and in hopes for a good future.
And he is amazing at speech challenges already. Pretty good crafting too. And he's our backup medic. Amazingly. Sure, you're actually way more useful than I was expecting you to be. For now, you can help out. Oh. We need something else to research, scum. Definitely can't use bone here, but we do have scaled leather. Gives us 7 points. That's worth it. Correct, Ebentide. Medic is only based on the skill. The class only has an impact on the plague event in your village. You need an actual medic class person there to have that better chance of healing everyone. Otherwise, in terms of whether somebody dies or not, it's the skill that matters. And we never put him to work. Somebody's still inactive? Oh, we finished the spears. Or the clothes. We're running out of things to research, scum, in the meantime. You're welcome. It's not really worth it for the 1 point. Does this change anything? Oh, that makes it 4. That's more worth it. Yeah. Yeah, let's do that. We can make 7 of these. And we have 5 turns to go.
You lose your footing and fall into a really deep ditch. You quickly realize you are not alone and that you have fallen into a viper's nest.
So, I don't think we have our animal kinship skill. Nope. That sucks. If you have a high animal kinship skill in this event, you can actually charm the vipers and have one of them join you. And the last time I did it, it was a Zame minion, which is one of those endgame snakes that you fight. So we are just going to climb out and not try to fight them. First focus is doing some counters, though I doubt that's going to work. So for now, we'll send him out. Send him, first action him. So he kills this one. He will not quite kill that one, but that's okay. Might as well get closer with him.
You manage to climb up before the snake's attack.
Good. Dexterity blessing, not too useful, sadly. Alright, our crafters are just going to be idle for a couple turns.
An old woman staggers into your village. She is wearing a
No,
long red
damn
coat,
it.
and underneath it, you see bandages sticking
As I
out.
headbutt my mic. So this is a rat witch. I can't remember the term for her.
You take a closer look and realize that the bandages cover her whole body.
Baba
But
Yaga,
worse
that was
yet,
her name.
Something underneath them is constantly moving. You have a chance to act before the creature does something.
So if you attack her, it's an easy fight, you win. She bursts into 3 groups of rats, and each of them steal a child from you and run out into the world. And then you have to hunt them down if you want the children back. It's very annoying. I haven't ever tried to talk to her, so let's experiment. And in the name of science, see what this does.
I am here to take your children, of course.
The woman bursts into maniacal laughter and steps forwards, throwing off her cloak and revealing a body wrapped in bandages. You realize the bandages are moving, and you see rat tails and fur sticking out every now and then. Since you were prepared for her mischievous attack, you have time to try to act first.
Well, shit. Looks like no matter what, that's what's gonna happen. Alright. Let's do this. I get to go first. Let's go ahead and get rid of one of the rats. There's the witch. Get rid of that rat. Confuse that one. Send out a shielded warrior. There. We got this.
You strike down the witch, but as she collapses, her bandages burst open and 3 swarms of rats escape. To your dismay, the rats run into your homes and carry off 3 children, 1 for each swarm. Among the bandages you find some loot, and you have also learnt a valuable lesson about rat witches.
So we got a folklore necklace and a ring not too useful. We did get some more folklore, so that's one nice thing. It's his first skill and her first skill, so not terribly useful right now. This is the bad thing. We now have to track down and kill those rats to get our children back. And we want our children back because they are the most precious and rare commodity in the game. And they're pretty far, well, that one's close to us, so we'll hit that one up right now. There's one way down to the south and one up there, so this is going to take a while. Break camp. Let's kill this one.
You track down the rat swarm that took your child. You see the vermin holding the infant in a strange cocoon and dragging it somewhere.
Let's try a hunting event, which is an auto-resolve.
You kill the rats and rescue the child. You also find the cocoon held more than 1 victim, but the other one may be dead already.
So we got our child back and a decent piece of armor. At least for now, because still too heavy for our medic, sadly. But it's an upgrade for him. Alright, let's drop everything off at the village and then start hunting these rats.
Your herbalist spots an area where you can harvest some good herbs. They grow inside a hollowed tree, but beware, there seems to be a lot of spider webs surrounding the place. These webs look thicker than I like. We best be quick about our business here, exclaims one of your men.
Free herbs?
Your herbalist carefully picks the right herbs, while the rest of the men keep a wary eye out for trouble. You already picked some of the herbs, but you notice that there is a larger patch further down the path. However, that area has a sticky white blanket of webs thrown all over it.
So again, I'm going to do the fight, because as long as it's not the trap, and you do the fight, there's a chance of having endgame resources as a reward. And it's just too good to pass up, since the fight itself is pretty easy.
Your party sneaks up on the spider nest. The area is thick with spider webs, and there is a stench of decomposing meat in the air. It is hard to make out exactly how many giant spiders huddle in the nest, but the party is faced with a pit full of hairy, round spider bodies, an array of long twisted legs, and tens of red eyes glowing right at them. Leaving the beasts no time to rally, the team strikes.
Alright. We get to go first. Nice. So, let's send our hammer out first. Okay, that's a little annoying. That's a lot annoying, actually. I am able to first action one person. And it's going to be him. He'll nearly kill it. His hammer will kill it and then do carryover damage. So in the meantime, let's go ahead and poke these spiders. And then just in case things go horribly wrong, let's confuse the queen. I'm gonna poke that one as well. Send him out. First action him. And I knew that was coming. Of course he wastes his attack on the little spider. So again, she gets minorly wounded.
After a tough fight, you finally
Boom,
clear
right
the area
there.
of those nasty spiders. Within their lair, you discover some more herbs as well as bodies of fallen men and women who were clearly not as lucky as you. You search the area for any usable loot.
So right there is what I'm talking about. That's the final version of bones that you can get at the start of the game. That's enough to make one piece of gear. That's nice. Alright, let's drop all this off. Actually, I should see about that ring and mask for people. There. That sword, I don't know. Yeah, it's not going to be an upgrade for anyone. Alright, now let's drop everything off. Good haul. Got one child back. We need more wood. And more food. How much Bigos do we have now? A lot. We'll give the veggies back. And we are going to take 350 food. So that we can run around chasing these rats for a while. Which one's closer? $16 moves versus... Where the hell did you go? Right there, 16 moves. Well, that's a great option. Alright, let's head north. Oh, and then I didn't even realize I wanted to take the new people with me. The hunter and the crafter. Come on, there we go. Perfect. Now that we've dropped all that off, we can start making more baskets. Which I didn't even pick up. I'm making too many mistakes today. That's okay, I have a convenient way of cheesing that. Do we need 16? I think 8 will do for now. Now, to correct my little mistake, let us take Bradomir, give him the 3 of those, let him deliver them, and then just bring them back home. Easy peasy. Put them back to work. Alright, our gatherers. She could use the good quality one, because she has no capacity to carry heavy stuff. Give one to Dobby. Give one to the hunter. Oh, he already had one. Haha. Just kind of go down the line now. Perfect. The next child that grows up needs to be another villager. And probably a warrior. Looks like we got a bear and some wolves taking us on. Well, Mr. Bear, best way to fight a bear is with a stick. And counter offense? There we go. It's probably the only level 1 card in there, but I'll take it. So we have 12 damage coming at us. That sucks. So let's do a confuse. That works. And then a shield. So we have 6 total damage. Her shield absorbs it, and his shield can absorb it. And there we go. Ooh, that wolf survived. Shit. So she takes a few wounds. She'll be alright. Alright, let's get our second child back. Or not. It's in the snow. Slows down our movement significantly. Malicious spiders are an auto-resolve. Thank you for the silk. Now let's get our child back.
You track down the rat swarms that took your child. You see the vermin holding the infant in a strange cocoon and dragging it somewhere.
And then auto-resolve the hunt. Ooh, we got a spare child from that.
You also find the cocoon held more than one victim, but the other one may be dead already.
That's not a very good weight to armor ratio, but Bogdala gained 2 traps, which is somewhat useful still with 1 skull fights because she can counter offense at level 2 or below. And the 1 animal kinship, not very useful right now, but if we get that up a little bit more, she can start making rats join us at least. But thank you for the free child. Alright, and then the final one is way down here.
Thea is not an easy place to grow up in, but alas, grow up we must. One of your children has matured into a young adult and is ready to join your village and rebuild Thea.
So yeah, all we really need in our village at this point are warriors.
Becoming an adult is an important rite of passage.
And he had
The whole
traps,
village
nice.
celebrates this joyous occasion. The youngster places a food offering at the altars of their gods, in thanks and in hopes for a good future.
So he's on the upper end of average as far as strength and health goes for a warrior. Not bad. We are almost to the rats. And let's gear out our new warrior, who was Slavko. And let's see. 7 and 5. I definitely don't have a better sword than that right now. I might have an improved armor. Nope, that's a bad quality one. Holy crap. Wait, Slavko isn't the new one. Oh, damn it. It's a child in my party that grew up. Right there. Well, have some armor at least. We'll drop him off later. Or, actually, I can just split him off now. It's a short trip, he should be able to make it. Yeah. Oh, he's got no more movement. Huh. That could have been dangerous right there. Luckily, it's our main group being attacked by the Spider Queen. Yeah, you're right, Amitide. He was in my expedition group. Alright, there's the Queen, and she's confused. Very convenient. So, let's do a poke, and then the hammer. Alright. Let's get rid of as many first actions. Oh, they're all level 2. That sucks. Still, I'd rather get rid of the first actions. Then we can confuse that one. And finally, it should be a 0 wound fight. Perfect. Buttons are always useful for armor, and that's a pretty good hammer. That's a pretty good sword for our warriors. So, Expedition 2. Actually, before he moves on, let's pick up that new sword. It's perfect for him. Oops. And now you can join the village. No random event, that's good. And then we need to put you to work. And
You see a man in worn-out armor with insignia unknown to
King
these
Arthur.
lands. He is standing by a rock, clearly deep in thought, as he does not see you approach. When you look closer, you see he is looking at a sword half embedded in the rock.
hello.
The man jumps up, startled by your voice. He grabs the hilt of his sword, but does not draw it. He takes a few steps back and speaks. How dare you disturb a king's moment of peace? I'm sorry. Old habits. I am no king, not anymore. But you, my friends, look like, well, potentially, you could maybe be called knights, right?
What are you talking about?
My name is Arathor. I have traveled here from afar in the west, led by an ancient quest from my forefathers. I was led to believe that this sword will help me rebuild my kingdom and save us from the darkness. Alas, I have lost all of my knights just getting here. And now that I am faced with the sword, those blasted demons, they have cursed me with weakness, and I am unable to fulfill my destiny.
Okay, so a side note for anyone who might be interested, if you choose to fight him and betray him, you get a decent sword, and the fact that we're still in the beginning of the game, it would be worthwhile to do so. It's I want to say roughly a 12 damage sword with some leech on it, but you will also be cursed in doing so, so you'll then need to go to the Ziodi and cure that curse. Or you can aid him, and it continues a quest line leading to some treasure at the end. My childhood dream was always to be a knight, so I'm still going to help him, just because of that.
The sword is my test, my burden, and my fate. It will not serve any other. My time is running out. I must return to my kingdom soon, or all shall be lost. Now, the sword is for me to claim, but as king, I can appoint you my knights, and you could claim it in my stead. The magic binding the weapon in stone will permit it, I think. Will you become my knights?
Sure.
Knights? Oh, well, a knight is a brave warrior, sworn to serve their king and god, to uphold the law. It is a man. I suppose in my kingdom we only appoint men, but desperate times. So, it is a person who is righteous and honorable. Now, I solemnly swear I will release you from my service once the deed I ask is done, and I hold the sword in my hand. Will you accept?
Yes.
Wonderful. I knew fate would provide my salvation. I did not know if your hearts were pure enough, but your agreement to serve my purpose, with no promise of a reward, proves that you are indeed the ones I seek. Now, by the power of a rightfully anointed king of Camroth, I pronounce you Knights of Camroth, and I command you to take the sword for me.
As you command. Alright, 2 skull physical should be nice and easy for us. Especially when we get first action. Let's get some counters going on. Alright, do we have a counter tactic of high? No, we don't. That's fine. Let's go ahead and get a confuse out there. And then might as well just wait for the last card to come. Alright, we need to do 11 damage to kill that one. Conveniently enough, he can kill it in one blow. Then we need to do 18 to kill this one. So that's 9, 14, 18. She'll poke at the first one. And then might as well just get closer.
You work together and pull out the sword from the stone. It looks like an ordinary weapon, except that it seems undamaged from its unusual sheath. When you hold it in your hands, however, you feel a surge of strange power coursing through your veins, and it feels really good.
And we will give him the sword.
The king drops down on one knee as he accepts the sword from you. He speaks, and his voice becomes more forceful and clear than before. Well done, my knights. You have passed the test of loyalty and purity of soul, for this sword is known to lead its keepers astray. An ancient bloodline runs in my veins, one that has, in the past, both failed and succeeded in this very test. It has always been my fate to hold this blade and see what I am made of. And since I do not heed the urge to cleave you where you stand, I am hopeful that I too have passed. I release you from your oaths, Knights of Camroth. May the fates bring you strength and prosperity. I also give you this map. It will lead you to a bridge where you will be tasked with a test, and if you pass, a treasure will reveal itself to you. I meant to find it myself, but it seems fate had other plans. So go forth and seek it out.
Thank you, but what will you do now?
I will now travel back to my lands, and using the sword, I will try to reclaim my kingdom and restore the Eternal Tower to ward off the darkness. I wish I could tell you more, but it seems other lands are in peril, and it is a knight's duty to protect and defend. Alas, I am also a king, and I must first right the wrongs of my own people. I feel a great destiny within you, and I hope you will succeed in your own quest one day. Farewell. The king bows to you and holds up the sword. A light shines down from the skies, and he disappears.
Thank you for the experience, and we will check that out eventually. And why does it say somebody doesn't have no food or fuel? I think the game is just messing up. Or it was that lonely warrior we sent out to the village. That could be it. Hey, they came to me.
That took your child.
How convenient.
You see the vermin holding the infant in a strange cocoon and dragging it somewhere.
Let's auto hunt it.
You kill the rats and rescue the child.
No extra child.
You also find the cocoon held more than one victim, but the other one may be dead already.
That might be useful. It has a little bit better stats than I was expecting. We did gain a level off all that, so we'll check that out in a minute. Five and 4. 3 and 5. There. This is an upgrade for you. Oh yeah, we have that button. And then, is this too heavy for you? Yes, it is. You need a weapon, sir. Have a shield in the meantime. Alright, let's check out these levels. For our expedition, ooh, we got Leech. Cannot complain about that. The intelligence, not so useful. We rarely get intelligence challenges, but there's the big one right there. Our medic gained a skill. And our gatherer got better as well. So, pretty good level just from that medic alone. And then our village, our crafter got better, which is good. We need to get her up to 20 as fast as possible. Strength is good, health is great. I love this level. That's a good level. Alright. What are we going to do while we're down here? We need to explore more. That's kind of mission number 1. So, let's go this way. I'll let you come to me in a fight. That didn't take long. Spores. Demons inhabiting animals. Let's do a little poke on you. She'll kill you on her turn. Send out our weak hammer. Kills him. Our best hammer and counter tactic. First actions. You pain in the ass. I can do it too. So now you kill him. You kill him. You kill both of those probably. We'll send you guys out just in case. We're done. Nice. Good quality. We'll make use of it. Okay. Still haven't discovered anything. And it's becoming daytime, so our field of vision will get better. Do I want to take out this undead tomb? Okay, now that he's moved, I'll take it out. Now we're being attacked by 3 wolves, auto-resolve. And they had a spear on them that's not too useful. And some spiders, there we go. I'll take your silk. Hammer. Poke one of you to death. And then counter offense. There's the queen. Give a little poke on her. She's as good as dead now. First action, you can first action your confused units all you want. I do not care about that. Nice and easy. Ooh, a gathering ring. Very useful.
Another night falls over Thea, and restless souls of the damned seek out the living in envy and anger. You can almost feel the approaching wave of these infernal wraiths seeking to burden your souls. But this night, a welcomed guest is seen in the shadows. A lapidok, the spirit catcher. This bizarre-looking creature, resembling an overgrown toad with long claws, yellow warts, and a row of razor-sharp teeth, is actually a humble servant of Veles, in the old days tasked with the hunting of wayward souls and misbehaved wraiths, but now hopelessly overfed and ever busy with his task of devouring evil spirits.
You should always let this creature do its job. You will either wake up with a blessing on a few units, or one of your units will gain 1 will permanently.
Thanks to the lapidok,
Perfect.
people sleep well this night, and one wakes with greater resolve.
I love any chance I have to get permanent stat increases. Alright, we got some vision. Don't really care about either of those now. Let's do the smart thing and clear out these nests. I could almost kill it in one go. Let's get rid of the tactic card and then do a poke. And that's why I saved my big spears for this thing. That should be enough. A wooden sword, not so useful. Wooden armor, very heavy, not so useful. And a wooden spear, not so useful. Let's go ahead and clear out the spider nest as well. Hello, queen. Let's get a little poke on you and our weak hammer. First actions, of course, but I am prepared for those now. We will first action our weak hammer and then send out our strong hammer. I'm going to keep my last first action just in case. Okay, no longer can they first action, so we will do a counter offense. And this should be in the bag with no wounds taken. Nice. Don't need a talking fish. Okay, so those are all cleared out. Oh, we found quartz as well. That's semi-useful in buildings. Can't do any more movement. Somebody's inactive because we're done making our baskets. What is our newest excess? Actually, I really want to see what I can make out of that dragon bone. We have plenty of research points. So let's go armor, shield, and rings. Starting with the shield. I think the really good one is with dragon leather, which we obviously don't have. But we can see what all we can make. That's still pretty damn good right there. 11 armor, 11 shielding, and 3 leech. What else can we do? What if we did darkwood? Weaker. Same as the dark wood. A little bit more shielding, and we would get a 4th random stat if we wanted to gamble. But I don't feel like wasting it on a gamble. So this is option A, 11, 11, and 3. The other option is to go into jewelry, and we could make a single dragon signet, which the only useful thing on here is the leech. These two are situationally useful in certain events, whereas the leech is always useful in combat. I think this is kind of a filler after you have your gear. So I'd rather get a little less leech but a ton of armor and shielding out of it. So we are going to have one decently armored unit when this is all said and done. Let's see, that gives me a 5% chance at a good quality, 7%. Let's go for it. Yeah, we only lose that on 1 leech, but we gain 22 life essentially. So we're gonna go with that. Put you to work on it. Only takes you 2 turns. We don't really have anything else to research scum with. I think simply because of the wood right here and the bone, we might want to look at doing the blessed path. 1, 2, 3. Ooh, technically the nimble wood is within max range if we build the best version of a blessed path, but we're gonna need a lot of good materials for that. Now, since we did find the quartz down south, let's go ahead and research that, which gives us the chance of finding obsidian now. And then construction, we need the herbalist hut sooner rather than later, plus the blessing tree. Not going to build the tower, but it opens up our chance at the blessed path. I'm going to keep my last remaining research point for now, though. You never got more than a radius of 2 for the blessed path? Yeah, well, let me pull it up. So you need to use diamond, nimblewood, and the catalyst doesn't matter, and you'll get a +3. Might be worth it to get a crap path in the meantime. Yeah, I was thinking that because just a +1 would give me access to the dark wood, and then we could potentially research scum off of dark wood materials. Yeah, that's probably the smart move. Let's do it. It's my last research point, but we'll get more. Oh, we don't even have the materials right now. What are we lacking? We need a little bit more spider silk. Or we could use the nimblewood. We need some sort of gem or granite. So that's really it. Gems or granite. So what do we got around us? Oh look, obsidian's right there. Have we even uncovered amber at all? I don't think we have. So yeah, we definitely need to explore now, just to find either granite or amber, so that we can build a path. We have another person joining us, another warrior. Ooh, she is very subpar when it comes to strength and health. And that it looks like that's because she comes with added stats elsewhere, namely a traps and attractiveness, slightly higher tactics, and dexterity and stealth. You have a wooden sword. We can at least upgrade that for you. Oh, we do have some armor for you. Here's a... Oh, it's too heavy for you. So is that. Fine, have a lizard shirt. And some folklore for the hell of it. Alright. Let's get to exploring and hope that we find... Hey, look at that granite right there. I just don't have the research point. Are we close to finishing that shield? One turn. I don't remember the amount of points it gives us. It's going to be close if it gives us the level or not. So, in the meantime, let's get ourselves positioned for it. We finished it, and it was just exactly what we needed to gain that level. Perfect. Researching granite. And then let's go ahead and move on top of it so that we can gather the meat with it. Granite. Let's get 2 bunches of quartz. This is going to be super heavy, super fast, so we're only going to do a couple turns to gather what we can. I guess a bunch of wood wouldn't hurt. Oh, we never put her to work. How about with the food, please? Let's see, we have 8 and 12. I'm gonna go until I have 5,500 weight, and then we'll break camp and continue exploring. Who else is inactive? Oh, you finished the shield, that's right. In the meantime, let's get a weak herbalist hut going. Actually, it won't be weak. It's going to be the best one there is. Catalyst does not matter when it comes to buildings. Perfect. Confirm. Just knock that out of the way right now. Okay. This should be... That's almost exactly what I said we were going to quit. So, let's continue. We'll just wrap around, see what's up here, and then head to the village. Lots of animal fights up here. Let them come to me, starting with the Spider Queen. Let's see, I can give you a poke for 6, which makes that 18. This gets doubled for another 6, so 24. Just enough to kill you. And weak hammer. Always that first action, that's fine. Because I can do it too. Then our other hammer. Let's go ahead and kill one with her. We need to keep our final first action just in case one of these does something stupid. It did not, so we'll just get closer to kill one. Another armor ring, and the intelligence book, not useful at all. But if it breaks down into elven wood, that would be nice. We gained a level off of that. Looks like a lot of strength in our unit. And he's a gatherer, so that strength's actually very useful. Not bad, not bad. Is that our medic? It is. So herbalism on the medic is actually a good thing. There are certain events where she needs her herbalism skill, as well as being a medic. And then our village, quite a bit of health. That's always beautiful to see. In fact, the only thing I'm kind of whatever about is the stealth, because our villagers are almost never going to get a stealth event. let's go up.
You are ambushed. A group of thugs stands in your way, bearing weapons and vile grins on their unshaven faces. They look determined and unafraid. From their confident stance and sideways glances, you suspect they may have friends hiding nearby. One of them steps forwards and speaks. Your goods or your lives. We need some metals and a weapon or two. We're not too greedy. We can do this the easy way, or, well, you know the rest. We're just fine with either.
So if you do not feel confident in either your fight abilities or your speech abilities, you can sacrifice a few items. I, on the other hand, refuse to ever give anything up. But I don't know how good we are at a social challenge. Ooh, our goblin is amazing. I mean, my warriors aren't that good, but everyone else, we're badasses at speech challenges. We're doing this.
There are those among you who know how to talk to people, but you can see it isn't going to be an easy challenge. Nevertheless, your best people enter into a hot debate with the would-be attackers.
Think about Granny Helena. Alright, let's start with our... Actually, she has the highest attack with the poison damage. Our counter tactics are not likely to work unless there's a second shooter here. We're gonna attempt it, and there was. I'm surprised that works. Okay, send out our next fighter. Only the captain has decent stats. Everyone else, pretty much one shot by any of my warriors. Alright, Coach Sec, have a good night. Catch you later, man. Thanks for joining us tonight. Hope you have a good day tomorrow. Now, this is our weakest warrior. Let's do a quick walkthrough before we decide what to do. She kills this one. The captain doesn't do anything. He attacks either left or right. If it's left, he doesn't die. If he attacks the right, this guy dies. She kills if she attacks to the left. If they both attack to the right, this one dies. Either way, he's not going to get hit on the first run. So let's go ahead and support him to do max damage. Perfect.
You spoke of the fall of mankind, you spoke of the camaraderie of fellow beings, of the rebirth of Thea, and of common goals. The bandits were not convinced, so you spoke of sickly children, of the old Granny Helena who is on her last legs, and of the unfortunate young Henrik who fell prey to a Liho's trick. Despite themselves, the ruffians seem moved by your plea. They not only leave you be, but also leave some supplies for poor Granny Helena.
Granny Helena thanks you. So, the bone, useful, herbs, we've got quite a bit now. This is the big thing. This is why I choose social route whenever I can. By taking the social challenge, we get stronger at future social challenges. So anytime I can get plus stats, I'm taking it. Alright, let's keep moving.
As you look around and admire the world, you see something of interest in the distance. You spot the outlines of a tall tower on the horizon. Who knows what it may hold?
Suspicious tower is very suspicious. Let's see, we have discovered more clay. Not very useful right now. Alright, let's go up and swing around.
As you make your way through the terrain, your herbalist spots an area
More
where
free
you
herbs.
can harvest some good herbs. They grow inside a hollowed tree, but beware, there seems to be a lot of spider webs surrounding the place. These webs look thicker than I like. We best be quick about our business here, exclaims one of your men. Your herbalist carefully picks the right herbs, while the rest of the men keep a wary eye out for trouble. You already picked some of the herbs, but you notice that there is a larger patch further down the path. However, that area has a sticky white blanket of webs thrown all over it.
We're going to throw the dice and hope that we get more endgame resources.
Your party sneaks up on the spider nest. The area is thick with spider webs, and there is a stench of decomposing meat in the air. It is hard to make out exactly how many giant spiders huddle in the nest, but the party is faced with a pit full of hairy, round spider bodies, an array of long twisted legs, and tens of red eyes glowing right at them. Leaving the beasts no time to rally, the team strikes.
Alright, let's take out this queen. We only have our weak spear, so we're not going to be able to do any of that shenanigans. We're going to start with our medium hammer. And I'm kind of interested in doing some countering right now. Alright, there's the queen. Hammer's going to kill both of those. We can still get the piercing in. And then our best hammer. Okay, one of them got first action. It's a little annoying. We do have one of ours to first action as well, so let's go ahead and do that. So he kills, she pokes, he kills, we're good.
After a tough fight, you finally clear the area of those nasty spiders.
No
Within
endgame
their
resources,
lair,
sadly.
You discover some more herbs as well as bodies of fallen men and women who were
Pretty
clearly
good
not
axe,
as lucky
though.
as you. You search the area for any usable loot.
It's actually a damn good axe. 19 base, max 22. We'll take it. Alright, I know somebody will enjoy this upgrade. You will. Enjoy. Oh yeah, we have some rings that we never allocated to anyone. So he'll take the armor one, and then our gatherer, maybe not. Okay, then Dobby will take the gathering ring. Can't move anymore. There is coal to collect. Since we can't move, might as well make use of this. Collect a little bit of coal. And we're getting attacked by some alpha wolves. Or nope, just wolves. I could have just auto-resolved it, I suppose. Oh well. Counter offense? No, they are level 3. Poke to death. Counter tactic. Not quite a poke to death. And this fight's over. That's decent armor. It's a better weight to armor ratio than the other wooden armor, and it gives us attractiveness, which is useful in speech challenges, which I favor. So let's break camp. And I think it was our female warrior that we left at the village that had base attractiveness. So we're not going to be able to maximize anyone in that regard. But that's okay. Let's see. I feel like Voyamil would love being attractive. Don't you? I mean, look at that. Alright, let's head home. Got some skeletons attacking us. Pretty weak at this point. Unfortunately, doing an auto-resolve against undead is kind of a recipe for disaster, because the AI, for some reason, cannot handle these fights very well. And you'll often take wounds from a fight that you know you could handle on your own and not take wounds, but the AI is like, nope, don't know what to do, sorry. We do not need that shield. Gave us a turkey leg though, that's appreciated. And we got some spores. Demons inhabiting rats attacking us. We get to go first. Spores are level 3 and up, so none of our counters are going to work. Let's go ahead and start with a warrior then. Oh, they're level 6. I was wrong. I do 8 damage with my poke, so I'm going to hold out and see if one of these might be able to be killed by it. And instead just send out more warriors. Definitely can't kill that one. Might as well just get some confuses going on. Or not. There we go. Just can't kill that one either. Let's go ahead and support her for the hell of it. And wait. She Can't kill that one. Oh well. We still win. Another talking fish. Not really useful. Okay, it's gonna take us a few turns to make it home. But now that we've done so, we have the granite, which means we can build our blessed path. Let's drop all of this off. We definitely don't need that many herbs. 35 is more than enough. Oh yeah, let's drop the children off too, so that they stop growing up in my party. And we had a warrior that grew up in us, didn't we? Or did we send him back? We sent him back, yeah. Never mind. Gear-wise, did we make anything fancy that I forgot? We have a good quality basket and then a bunch of normal, which is fine. We'll make use of those. Our main gatherer will enjoy the good quality one. She's already got a normal. He'll take one. That's a bad quality, so that's an upgrade. Same thing here. And that is everyone. So let's hand all of these back. Whoops, not you. Come back. We also need to resupply. We don't need quite so much wood, but we do need pretty much all of the Vigos. And let's go exploring some more. Let's plan this out though. Let's see. We've done a decent job exploring to the left, somewhat down, but we could do a better job to the right and up. So I think I'm going to go up here and kind of curve around, down and around. And that should put us near starving after that circuit. Also, it's time to construct, after the herbalist hut, it's time to construct the blessed path. Oh no, that was dumb. I have used too much of my nimble wood making the herbalist hut. Sadness. So we're gonna have to wait on that blessed path. Now I'm tempted to just send these guys over to collect one bunch of this and head back before we do our exploration. That's actually the better idea. So let's go right here. Make camp. Gather. Yeah, let's just gather as much. Can we get... Nope, only a single bunch. That's kind of a waste. Let's get some nuts. Everybody loves nuts. And then I guess a couple bunches of wood. There we go, break camp, head home. Drop the nuts and the nimblewood off, we'll keep everything else. Now we can queue up the blessed path. You and you. Catalyst does not matter, but we don't have the dryad wood. So this gives us a radius of 2. If we had either diamond or mithril, I believe, that would give us a radius of 3, which is what our ultimate goal would be. But for now, this will do. And then she'll just jump to that when she's done. Now we can go on the Explorer. Alright, we finished the herbalist hut. And it is the best quality one there is, so we're done with that part.
Ambushed by a band of goblin bandits. They look starved and desperate, but eager to fight.
Ooh, I wonder if we can get another one to join us after we whoop their ass. 4 goblin warriors, it's gonna be nice and easy. We do need to worry about piercing attacks though, since they're humanoid. I just don't have... all of my good shields are in my tactical hand. We'll start with our goblin we got from the last ambush. No piercing attacks there. That's good. They are level 3, so I could have used my counter offense, but that's alright. 26 damage. Leaves him with 8 health. Not convenient. If I poke him, that's not going to be enough. But if I poke him with her, that's enough. And then we will probably end up first actioning nobody. We don't have a first action that would work. So I played this very poorly because this damage is coming through. No, it's not. I'm going to confuse them. That's okay. Beef them up all you want. 3 health? Well, say hello to my spear. Goodbye. Hammer, you. So not quite a kill. Not quite a kill. And then they should finish everything else off. Just in case, we'll support him. Send him out. Perfect.
You massacre the goblins without breaking a sweat. You are free to loot whatever they carried.
So we definitely don't need the ribcage. Even though it's good quality, it's not very useful anymore. I will keep the armor ring though. Worker's not bad, but we have access to Nimblewood now, so not as useful. And sadly, we did not get one of them to cowardly join us, but that's okay. Decent chunk of experience from that though. Got some more granite here. And more skeletons fighting us. Make quick work of these guys. Let's see, I only get 1 card. Let's do a counter offense. Counter tactic to the last one. Confuse that guy. Now this fight's nice and easy. Let's get a poke out and get our hammer out. And just kind of send everyone else out to do their job. Lots of gear out of this one. Don't really need that or the bad quality stuff. That one's actually decent with the shielding. I guess we'll keep it. We don't need the rest. And we definitely don't need a bad quality basket. Who's gonna get what? You can have another armor ring. The shield is going to go to him. Damn, look at that carry capacity. He is a badass. Let's see, this one's a 4 and a 7. There we go, this is an upgrade for you. What is your strength, sir? 22. Woohoo! He is going to get a endgame 2-handed hammer or a 2-handed axe as soon as possible. Because he's on par with a dwarf as far as strength goes. Let's see, we have 5 movement. Let's check out these ruins.
You stumble across some ruins of an old city, engulfed in mist and mystery. One of many buildings you tirelessly
Free gear
search
that I
through
don't need.
contains a closed stash. It takes you almost an hour to open it, but luckily it's not empty.
And some free experience, which we will now level up next turn. Not bad. Let's go down and around. We'll let these guys attack us if they so choose. 3 skeletons. I get to go first. I have 1 card. Let's do counter offense. And then confuse the first one. Get a poke out. Then hammer and the rest of our warriors. I could have poked them again, but that's alright. Not so useful. Not so useful anymore. Second fight with skeletons. So these are weaker. Only there's more of them. counter offense, and let's get a poke. Then let's get another poke. Just to be safe, we'll confuse the first one, send out our hammer, and clean up crew. We're done. Good quality, still don't really need it. And I think that's not the weakest, but still not useful. There's our level. Ooh, look at all that health. Thank you very much. Beautiful. And our village. Again, all the health. And this guy. Wait a minute. Did I not grab the hunter, or do we have two hunters? We have two hunters because he just joined us this turn. And he got +2 traps. He is very useful already and will continue to be useful for the next couple hundred turns with that ability. And a 7 gathering. He is just killing it. It's not very good strength or health, but that's alright. Monderslav. You have a weak spear. Let's see if we can't give you a better one. Here's a bad quality poison one. And too heavy for you. Here's a shirt. And a basket. That's all I can do for you. We get a few more people and we can look at making a second expedition. We need medics though. And now that we have our herbalist hut, our children can automatically choose to become a medic, so that's a good thing. Let's go ahead and fight the undead. Counter offense, counter tactic, confuse. This fight is already won. Just like that. Let's see, don't need that shield, don't need that shield, definitely don't need a wooden sword. It's bad quality, which makes it heavier. If you weren't bad quality, I would keep you. And now let's clear out this undead nest. So, same play as last time, counter offense, counter tactic, confuse that one. And he had a spear, so the AI was dumb in sending him out first anyways. We'll do a double poke for a kill, and then cleanup crew. Let's see, don't need that. Bad quality. That's a good poison spear, we'll keep that. And it's light, so somebody can use it. It's not a very high range damage increase, but that's okay. 9 and 3, so the spear's not good for him, but it is for her. Except that it's too heavy. Damn it. Even the bow is too heavy for her. We need to get her a Leshy's hair as soon as possible. And it's the same spear as that, so you need a weapon, you can have a spear. And a bow. See, still nothing amazing. We did find some more wheat, but it's actually further away than that one is. There's a couple nests up here, so I kind of want to swing high and check them out. Of course, there's going to be a skeleton in my way. Somebody's inactive. I think it's the hunter that just joined us. It is. He is amazing at gathering. So you gather food, and then we'll switch the two of you over, like so. Alright, let's go over here. Some string, not very useful. We have one movement. I could gather leather, might as well. It's a good research scum material. And that'll give us 5 bunches of it overnight. Thank you. And let's take out this bee nest when we can. And that'll also give us some amber. Hunting is easier than the fight, so we're going to auto-resolve the hunt. And it gave us rubies. We needed a ton of rubies, though. And we can make our medic pendants. Did not uncut. What the hell? 3 unliving corpses and 8 skeletons. We've been fighting 1 and 2 skull fights, and suddenly, look at this. Boom. 4 skull undead fight right there. Gotta love RNG. Okay, we are going to run away like cowards. And do the same thing as before. We can't move to get this tomb, so we'll collect some more leather. And we'll also get the vegetables with it, so that we have more food. Hopefully that 4 skull fight stays far away, because we are not ready for it. We have no gear. That's heavy. I'm just going to get rid of that. We got another person joining us. We've had like, what, 3 kids grow up and then 6 people join us? This is a little ridiculous. It's a crafter who is okay at speech, but he's got a crap ton of health, so he's a meat shield for those. Crafting is average. Alright, not bad. That gives our village 11 people, and we have 9. So yeah, if I can just make a child grow up and turn him into a medic, we're ready to at least have our second short-range expedition group ready to go. I just said ready twice in the same sentence. I apologize. Alright, skeletons. I get first action. Let's do a counter offense. Confuse. And then we will poke this one. Not quite to death. Send out hammer, hammer, warrior, warrior. They gave us a nice poison sword. We'll keep that. And then a dagger that I don't need. I'm pretty sure somebody will enjoy that poison sword. It's what he already has. It's technically an upgrade for him. It's less damage in the damage department, but the poison makes up for it, because this is a base 11, max 15 damage weapon. And we're good otherwise. More Nimblewood. Not quite as close as the other one, but still. Gets my attention every time. Fur leather. We need to find scaled leather sooner rather than later, because that'll open up dragon leather option for us. In the meantime, let's take care of these skeletons. I get second action, so counter offense, counter tactic. And then poke, poke, poke for the kill. And that should be enough to finish those last 2 cards. The Smith's Apron is a good weight to armor ratio. We'll keep that. That's better than the other wooden armor we've seen. We'll keep it as well. So, our goblin will enjoy that since he has a crap ton of strength. It's too heavy for her. Too heavy for him. Both of them are too heavy for him. Everything's going to be too heavy for him. Okay. So that's 5 and that's 6. So she needs the upgrade. That's too heavy for her. That's too heavy for her. Never mind. Enjoy some dexterity, I guess. We have no more movement. Got some bees coming at us.
For a few weeks, you heard tales of a dragon roaming the
Fuck!
skies. Travelers tell tales of their daughters being taken by the monster, and you hear its roar loud and clear in the night. 2 children have already fallen prey to the beast. But there are rumors of a man who said he can rid the land of the Drake for the right price. If you wish to investigate, just follow the roar.
So either Zorya, the goddess that we are playing as, hates children, or what is more likely is RNG is just being a bastard to us, and we cannot keep children for the life of us, and they cannot grow up for some reason. This is more than a little annoying, but we'll get through it. Do we have any children left? We do, so we still have a chance of getting some more medics. Oh, so annoying, and we're not ready for the dragon event yet. We did gain a level from that, though. Not the greatest of levels, sadly, there. Lots of perception, which is very limited use. Shielding's not bad. Strength is always appreciated. Dobby is becoming a beast. And our village is a better level up there. Lots of good skills. She got some more folklore. Need a little bit more and she'll be able to help in a lot of events. Same thing happened to you. You got 15 for it though. Is it 15 children? I thought it was 30 children for the achievement. And I just kind of counted that one off because the game makes it almost impossible to get 30 children. I guess I can check real quick. View achievements. You got it with 15? Yeah, because the baby boom says have 30 or more kids. So if you got it at 15... Oh, on Xbox. Yeah, they might have changed it for the Xbox. But on Steam, I'm looking at it right now, and it says have 30 or more kids. Unfortunate. I wonder if they've updated it and they just didn't update the wording on the achievement though. I'll need to do a run eventually to find out. Okay, we have a little bit more movement left. Let's see what we can discover. Some elven wood. Oh crap, another forest skull fight. Probably the same one, just kind of following us. Damn it. We're not ready for this. We have an inactive person. Oh, the guy that joined us, that's right. Help out with the Blessed Path. Alright, I'm going to avoid that undead. And let's try to take out this goblin, which we'll do via social. Goblin bosses are pretty tough. And shamans have decent stats as well, so this will be a little challenging, but we outnumber them 2 to 1. So we have a chance. I can not do any counters. And I cannot first action anybody. So that's a thing. Because of that, I'm actually going to let all of the cards come out. Because then I can send meat shields up to absorb these attacks and then do what I can. So, you are my weakest attacker. You're meat shield number 1. You are my second lowest attacker. You're meat shield number 2. Oh, I should have sent him out. Oh well. So now we need to do 26 damage to kill this shaman. Holy crap. These two kill these two guys on the first turn, then we get attacks. Then we have to prepare for the second round of attacks where if we don't kill this one, we're going to have 3 people getting attacked. All of them have support allies, so I'm going to keep those. This is the type of fight where you use put down guys in reverse order of attack strength. Yeah, that's kind of how I think about it too. It's what I call meat shields. That way they waste their attacks killing your worthless guys and you just kill them. Yeah, that's true, but the problem is we don't really have enough damage to be killing them as well, so gotta think about this a little. I'm going to use all of them to support, I believe. He does 12 damage, 14, 16, 21, 23. So I would need to do 3 damage to kill this one. So him and one other will kill it. And then we'll poke this guy. But because of that, I want him to be the final card. So let's send you out, and then you, then you. Support, support, support. We're going to waste 1 attack, I know, but it's to protect this damage so we can kill 2 of them in both rounds. Perfect. We got this. Yeah, they do have a lot of beef, but we handled this. We just had to sacrifice a few people. And as long as it's not an actual fight combat, sacrificing cards doesn't mean anything. You don't actually take damage from these events. So you're going to be my meat shield this time. And then 10 damage, 24 damage. Actually, you are going to be doubled. So 32 damage. That's a kill right there. We're done. My other rule of thumb is to multiply the support ally by 2, and if it's less than the attack, then you just get used to get closer. Yeah, that's a very good way of doing it. There is an exception though. If I am like a single damage away from killing something, I would rather use that support ally to get that guaranteed kill on the first go than to get closer and allow them to have that free attack in. So you kind of have to think about which way you want to go with it. Let's see, we got a spike collar, not very useful. This hammer though is useful. It's good damage, it's very heavy though. But we need a hammer user, and we have one in our goblin. Because he has a crap ton of strength. Getting an extra kill in round 1 reduces their... Yeah. That's the main goal, is reducing all of the incoming damage if possible. Alright, goblin. Say goodbye to your shield. Say hello to a hammer. Big damage upgrade too. So you now do... Where is it? 37 base, max 41 damage. That's a guaranteed 2 kill right there. I'll take it. We also have this 3 skull fight against the 2 spider queens. We should be able to handle that. Looks like we're going to try right now. The undead is not really a concern. The crows are just fodder to be an annoyance. It's the abomination and the spider queens that are going to be tricky. There's one. Let's see, if I poke with her, that's going to be 6, 18. This gets doubled, 24. So that's a kill. We have to keep in mind that they're going to first action somebody, which we do not have our own first actions this time. That's very annoying. So we're going to shield her to be safe. Oh, they beefed up the spider queen. Shit. Shit. Well, I can confuse that one. And then poke this one. So, not a kill anymore. We have to hope that whoever we poke with attacks this spider queen to kill it. So we're going to send you out. It's a big if. At least the abomination is in the confused hand. You got confused for the beefed one, it's perfect. Yeah. Let's see. The crow will still get its attack, but that's manageable. Counter offense. There we go. There's one skeleton down. If I send him out and this crow attacks him, he'll have 1 knife left. That's a big if. We're going to send our hammer out. And then our warrior. Oh, there was the first action. Knew it was coming. That's really gonna fuck us up. The 5 damage isn't a problem. And I guess if she attacks to the left, it's not that big of an issue until the second round when the queen comes active. Need to get some armor on Mojolav. Yeah, I know. The problem is, new plan, that I'm playing with my own self-imposed realism rule, which means I cannot research any resources until I've discovered it on the world map. So I can't have the resources to craft anything, so I'm relying on what gear I can find right now, and it hasn't been that good. We've just been getting a crap ton of shields that we don't need. Let's see. Getting the hammer second round is better than doing the support. Then do the poke. Somebody's gonna die. I just know it. Okay, we got rid of 1 queen. That's good. But the second one is still gonna get an attack. Yep. Oh, that was a major overkill. I think that was our hunter. Yeah, I haven't been getting armor drops really at all. I have a few pieces, but they're not amazing. Yeah, the minus 33, that's a guaranteed death. Let's see. I have a counter tactic that I can use, but I'll use that later. If I poke with her, 6, 18, 24. That's exactly enough to kill that thing. He just got beefed up. So now we'll counter tactic. We'll confuse that one. Get a poke in. Send the rest of our warriors out. So 28 wounds, yeah. Not good. That's a decent two-handed sword, so at least we got something out of it. And yet another shield.
A pigeon flies to your village with a note attached. It reads, "Dear residents of the lovely settlement, if you will, please visit my humble abode, placed not so far from your lovely home. It is very nice. I am a blacksmith of dwarven tradition, and I have an offering for you, kind people. Yes, there is a small map drawn in strange purple glowing ink."
Okay, so we got the smith quest.
While you scout ahead to see if the road is safe, you notice a bear lying outside its lair. It looks really big. In fact, you have your doubts about it being an ordinary bear and not some kind of giant's pet.
Alright, let's do this calculation real quick. But I'm pretty sure he's going to die. So he has 28 wounds divided by his max life of 9. It's a 311% chance of dying. Base survival rate of 70%. Yeah. Even with my medic. And our crafter has a little bit of medic. He has a 232% chance of dying. Yeah, the smithy quest will lead to more children eventually. Well, actually, not guaranteed. There's actually 3 versions of the smithy quest, and only one of them leads to more children. Anyways, 232% chance of dying. Our hunter was nice while we had him. Anyways, let's go ahead and just kill the bear.
The big bear, and it turns out it was wounded, so you managed to ambush it without trouble.
Since we don't have animal kinship, we can't do the tame it.
Before it manages to reach you with its wild attacks.
And we got some meat and fur out of it. Alright, we finished our blessed path. Didn't we? We did. So why weren't you showing me? There we go. So the blessed path opened up bone and darkwood were the 2 main things from that. So let's send this hunter to get the darkwood. And then bone is a little less important. So we're going to send cocoa to do that. There we go. Yeah, it's only a free bear if you have the animal kinship, like I was saying. And you need a pretty high animal kinship to do it. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. That's why I created that blessed path, so that I could just have the dark wood and bone to research scum until I had the whole tree researched. Let's see, so she needs a new job now. What do we have in excess? We have quite a bit of iron. And we're gonna have a crap ton of dark wood now. And that looks to be about it. So we used iron, or actually dark wood and iron. 4 points, that's not bad. Level 2 pikes is really great for crafting. Yeah, I have it. So let's see what we can do there. So we get 4 points for doing that one. And if we did dark wood, and actually we would have the monster bone, or the regular bones already. The problem is we don't have a lot of string and fur, and I really don't want to waste spider silk doing this. But for now, we can do that. That's also 4 points. What if we did iron? That bumps it up to 5. Nah, let's go with the bone. Let's move you up. Let's make you indefinitely. Put you to work. Okay, and we already determined he's as good as gone. Nobody else is bleeding out though, and that's the main thing from this takeaway. That abomination there, that was a pain in the ass. Let's take out these skeletons. Okay, counter offense, counter tactic. We do not have a confused, but that's alright. I'm gonna poke him, she kills him, and then clean up crew. Crappy mace, decent crossbow. Let's go ahead and move down here. Stop right there. Looks like we found more nimble wood. Yep. I'm gonna make camp just to give a fighting chance, though I doubt it, but at least everyone else will heal from this. Might as well gather that nimble wood and some regular wood while we're here. Actually, scratch that. We don't need the regular wood and we're almost encumbered. And let's watch him die.
Wounds don't always have a chance to heal, and so death can claim its prize.
So that brings us up to 2 total deaths. Not bad overall, all things considered. Gain an experience point from his death. Break camp so that I don't forget about that tomorrow, because we have reached the end of my day. So I'm going to call it quits here, now that we have lost yet another villager. And I think with that, yeah. So, thank you all for coming out and watching Thea the Awakening. I am Demordred. I stream every day starting around 7 p.m. Pacific. Come out and check me out again if you want. Feel free to chat. I enjoy talking about anything and everything. Hey, good night. I've been tied. Yeah, see you tomorrow. So I will be back tomorrow with more Thea the Awakening. Hopefully we can get some more endgame resources and start gearing our people out so that we survive these encounters, because as we've seen, 4 skull fights have suddenly shown up out of nowhere. We were doing 1 and 2 skull fights and now we're upgrading. So till tomorrow, Game on, friends.